Hey guys, welcome back to the live. Welcome back to another day of daily lives. Let's see. I'm gonna put my headphones in because I know I'm speaking pretty soft, so you guys can hear me. But I'll probably have to take it out later because my phone is pretty low on battery. Alright, welcome back to another day of showing up for ourselves. Today is just basically a day of recap of this month of showing up on here consistently every day. And yeah, yesterday was day 30 of building with attention for the month of May. That was the theme. That was the goal. And I definitely feel like I started a good foundation of building with attention. And so now I'm just trying to figure out like how to keep pushing forward. And keep this thing going. Let's see. So yeah, the goal is still to get on here and try to do 10 minutes each day for the month of June. The month of June, let's see, what is it going to be about? It's going to be about okay, so the month of June is going to be about living with purpose. So my goal is to get back on here every single day for at least 10 minutes a day and just encourage myself as I encourage you guys, to keep going after your goals and do it with purpose, do it with a plan, do it with consistency, do it with confidence. Just keep on coming back. Welcome to the live. When you guys come in, let me know where you're coming in from. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you caught any of the lives this past month. For the month of May, I did a live every single day. It's a challenge that I gave myself here on YouTube of, just building the momentum on here, just trying to show up for myself on a daily basis, create something basically out of nothing. And in a sense, I feel like I have nothing to talk about, but then again, I have everything to talk about. And you just take it a day at a time. I'm trying to figure out how to build this because my dream is to just be like a digital nomad and be able to travel and work and live life that way. And that's the way I would like my income to be. And I just want to bring you guys along the journey. And I've had so many like back and forth moments in my head of like, how do I do it initially? How much do I show up? And right now, I'm just showing up as much as I can. So basically, it's daily until I feel the need not to. Thank you, Lakers in 5. I appreciate the encouragements because it definitely is. It's a process here. It's definitely a process. So, welcome Wendy to the live. Create a job. Thank you, Angelica. Appreciate that. So yeah, this is part of creating my own job. I do have a job. And if I wanted more side gigs, I probably could do those too. But this is what I believe my side gig is right now. And I just want to put my all in all into this side gig. I've done so many. I've done DoorDash. I've done Uber Eats. I've done Uber. I've done Lyft. I've done Amazon deliveries. I've done Instacart. I'm sure I've done more that I can't really think of right now. But, the more I keep making videos for YouTube, the more I keep editing, the more I keep posting, I'm realizing, okay, this is my new gig. This is my new gig, and I'm trying to see, like, okay, how long can this one last for? But at the same time, I'm like, okay, let's push let's push it longer than that. Let's not make it a gig. Let's see, how can it be part-time? How can it be something truly where I'm making money from, excuse me, on a consistent basis? And it doesn't feel like 1 month I know what I'm doing, I understand the plan, and then the next month I'm like, am I still supposed to be doing it? Like, I don't want to have to keep going back and forth. I want to just be able to stick with the plan and just see the results of it. And then once I see the results of it, if the results are worth it, then, make the plan of action to either move forward or to let it go. How about you, Bald Finder? You said, who do you stay with if you're not paying rent at your grown age? Who do you pay rent to? Before we ask the question, maybe we should answer the question and then ask the question. But yeah, so this is like the new gig that I have slash part time slash, not full time, because I have my full time, but definitely going to focus more on part time rather than just a gig, because I know it can work, but you got to make it work. Just like I've put in my videos, systems over goals. You got to have a schedule. You got to have a routine. You got to have something that you're sticking to so that it becomes bigger than just something that you're showing up for the day because you got time. Something that you show up for the day just because you feel like it. Something that you show up for the day because, you know, it's worth your time. You are today. And today, I am, oh, I am going to block because it's easier for me to do that and not feel bad about it because it's my channel and it's easy for you to scroll up and down. So if you are not capable of doing that, then I will make it capable for you. And I may not have said that the right way, but that's what came to mind right now as I'm talking. So yeah, you don't have to take crap from people. You choose to take crap from people. Maybe because, you know, you think it's not a big deal. Maybe you feel like you believe it or whatever the case is, but you don't have to. So that's gone. But today, yeah, I just want to recap on this month. I'm very grateful that I've been able to show up every day for live and, just like build the anticipation of going every day again for next month and seeing how that month turns out with my analytics. I definitely have grown much faster than if I would have just been posting my long form content and posting shorts. Shorts do help a lot, but the long form, it does take a minute for that to gain momentum. And with lives, it's more engaging. You really get to know people that are truly for your content, truly about your channel, truly about you. And so it does help you understand more what you should talk about that will allow your community to like really come together and really like find you. So that's another reason why I want to do lives more too, because it helps me be able to see that the engagement, and then also it helps me just like not focus too much on the one video, because a video dropped today and I completely forgot that I had it scheduled today. But that's so good because that means that I'm not focused on that one video that I put up. I'm not focused on how many views make it, the comments, the likes. Like, I'm still glancing over it, don't get me wrong. I'm still comparing it to past videos that I put up, but my whole focus is not on that one video, because now I'm doing other things to build the brand and build the channel and build the business that I'm creating. So, and I want it to be valuable. Like, I want you to be able to go to the website and get valuable information, especially when I'm traveling, and just things like that, and just like investing in yourself and becoming the best version of yourself. Like, I want it to be valuable information. So, in today's live, I want to read two of my Medium articles that I have put out there. I had started Medium back in 2023. Let me see. Go to my stories. Yeah, I started it back in 2023, September. I found it, I feel like I found it on YouTube, but it was one of the ways that I wanted to like try to write more and just see the change, because like I write on my own, but I wanted to just like improve my writing. So that was the whole point of getting on Medium and starting. And today, after I like finished working on some of my videos, I was looking at these past articles that I made like in the beginning, and I was like, man, it just brings you back to that moment. So I want to share that with you guys as you catch the replay, you know, and just encourage you guys as I encourage myself, and you know, just keep it moving, keep it grooving. So let's see. I think it's this one. Back to the basis. So this was May 19, 2024. All right, I'll read it to you guys if you're watching the replay, because yeah, if you're watching the replay, make sure you comment. Make sure you let me know what you get out of it. If you don't have Medium, make sure you download it and follow me. It's the same handle, Healing Daily to Live. And yeah, I'm going to try to post on here more often and get more into a rhythm. That's another thing I would say about lives that have helped me this month, is to help me stay consistent in the platforms that I want to grow in. Instead of making excuses and saying that, you know, I don't really need to post that much, or I don't really need to share that much. Being on live every day made me realize, like, if I do more, I'm going to get more out of it. I may get more opinions, I may get more, you know, comments I may not like, but at the same time, that's how you learn how to deal with the situations. That's how you learn how to keep moving through those situations. And that's how you learn how not to stop. That's how you learn how to keep going. That's how you learn how to keep pushing forward and not allowing the outside circumstance to determine if this is still something you're supposed to do or not. Like, you get to decide inside, like, is this something that I still want to do? Instead of, you know, worrying about it from the outside. Because if there's nobody to watch, there's nobody to even like pay attention to you, then it's not about, you know, the outside. It's about, is it important for you? Is it important to see yourself grow? Is it important to see, you know, a year from now, how do you develop? How do you change? What value did you bring? How did you change yourself? How did you help other people grow? That's what it's about. So I want to share this. Back to the basis. This was May 19, 2024. And I think it also is powerful too when you're speaking out loud, the things that you've written down. Because it's powerful for your own subconscious and conscious to hear your voice, your words, your authority. So yeah. May 19, 2024, start again. Learning daily requires willpower to regain momentum. Removing distractions such as social media, peers, and loved ones helps in focusing on your why. Why is this necessary? Why do I keep failing? Is this really what I want? One key indicator of truly wanting something, even if you haven't achieved it yet, is your refusal to give up. Even if you put it aside for a month or a year, returning to it with the same hope you had initially shows there's something inside you telling you that you can do it. You just need to dig deeper. Ask the hard questions, stop old habits, and continue to repeat this cycle. I saw this in myself today when I talked to a colleague about a skill I started to learn 3 years ago, but put down a year ago because I wasn't mastering it. Feeling inadequate made me give up, but discussing it with my colleague rekindled the hope I had when I first started. Despite the late nights, studying, implementing, winning, losing, breaking even, and finally giving up, I still had that spark and thrill of sharing what I know. This renewed my desire to put in the work again and not let my feelings or the lack of instant gratification stop me from achieving this milestone. I hope you take the time to pick back up what you put down, whether it's mending a broken relationship, consistently reading and studying your word, retaking a course to advance your life, or deciding to improve your health. Start again by starting again. You tell yourself that you're not giving up and you determine to get to the other side no matter how long it takes. You're deciding your future. God bless. So that was what last year. And then I had taken a while before I had wrote again, basically a whole year. It was a whole year. Welcome to the live. Let me know where you're coming in from. Recapping with building with attention. So this is what I wrote basically a year after reading that again. So this is I'm Not Done Yet. This is March 31st, 2025. A reminder that starting over isn't weakness. It's proof you're still in the game. It's wild to think it's been almost a year since I last looked at my Medium post. Reading it again hit me like a ton of bricks. Instantly, I was back in that moment, revisiting the conversation I shared with a colleague about my struggle. I don't remember the person or the exact day, but I remember the feeling. I remember the will to learn again, to be disciplined again, to try again. Right now, I'm in a new season of rebuilding. Once again, I'm learning how to forgive myself after feeling like I failed time and time again. But maybe that's where the beauty lives, in the failing and in the choosing to rise again. For a long time, I believed that if I failed something once, twice, or even 3 times, that it was it. It was over, no hope. But that's just not true. The fact that I'm still here shows that I can fail and try again as many times as I need. So I'm reminding myself, and maybe you too, remember your why. Remember the pain. Remember the tears, the lonely nights, the moments of hopelessness. Let it all push you towards your purpose, toward your greatness. Don't give up on yourself. Choose today to try again, to learn again, to be again. Let life flow out of you naturally because that's what living really is. Live it fully. You're not done yet. So, guys, those are the 2 posts I want to share. If you want to read more of my posts and keep up with me, I'm on Medium, and my handle is still Healing Daily to Live. So yeah, check me out there. I'm going to try to post more this month. this month is definitely going to be a busy month because I want to try to back up more of my trips this month. So it's going to just feel like back to back to back to back to back. But we're going to see how it goes, and we're going to try to keep this going, and figure it out. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys and just believe in yourself, you know, even if it's a small audience, and you may not be getting the community that you're hoping for. Each day you put in the work, you're getting closer and closer to it. And just trust that when it's time, it will be there. It's all about timing, it's all about seasons, it's all about being prepared, you know? Not try to want something before it's time. Because when it's time, that's when you can handle it. That's when, it won't feel overwhelming. It won't feel too much. It will feel just right. It will feel like it's aligned. And I just want to be aligned while I'm doing it. But at the same time, through the process, keep building. And don't feel as if there's no point because there's nobody there right now. It's still a reason for you to keep pushing. So that is my recap for this month, building with intention. I did not really get any habits from you guys or what you're staying committed to, but it's okay because we're still going into June strong, and I am sure and confident that, somebody's gonna start saying what their habits are, what they're sticking to, and we're gonna all start understanding and learning what we're trying to do, whether it's through YouTube, whether it's through self-discipline, or whether it's through solo travel. We're gonna figure this thing out, and this is my habit. I'm putting my habit out here for you guys to see. Just getting my butt up on YouTube, at least trying to speak for 10 minutes each day. And if it changes, it changes. And we'll just go with the flow as we go with the flow. But to try to do it every day and commit to that and just see what comes out of it. Just see the change. Because even in that, there's so much power. Just seeing how you transform your own self, like being able to see that. So yeah, so June is all about purpose, moving with purpose, and each and every day we're going to talk about how we can move with purpose in our lives, in our goals, in our dreams, in our plans, in our habits. Like, how can we move with purpose? Make sure you check out my website, healingdailytolive.com. Download my free habit tracker. Committing to something, for the month of June, whether it's in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening. We're committing to a habit that's pulling us closer to our dreams, our goals, whatever it is, whether we're trying to fill out an application, trying to go back to school, trying to move outside the country, whatever it is, what is one habit that you're sticking to that's helping you get closer to that goal? Like, what is it? So download that tracker and let's start using it. Make sure you check out my latest video. It dropped today. Creating the life that you don't have the vacation from. Like, it starts small. It starts in the small moments. It starts in the small actions. So let's just believe in it and let's trust the process that we can create the life that we want to live. If we just keep on putting our hand to the plow and not putting ourselves on a time limit to get ourselves discouraged, but every day just doing something that brings us closer. Because we never know how it truly turns out. That's all. That's the whole reason of having faith, is because you can't see the full picture. But just keep believing that what you're putting in, you're going to get back, and way more than what you did put in. So let's use that habit tracker. If you're interested about solo travel and just want to see how I started out, I have an ebook on my website called Discovering the Joy to Solo Travel. So check it out. It's $5. is on my website. And yeah, I'm also offering free coaching at the end of June, one day, Tuesday, June 24th. Check out the times. I'm doing it again, guys. I'm doing it again. It's available. It's there on the website. So if you want to talk and if you want to create a schedule that you can stay consistent with, that you can stick with throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout whatever your timeline is for your goal, let's have a one-on-one. Let's talk. Let's figure out how I can be your accountability partner and how we can, complete the goal and just stick with it. And yeah, so if you're catching the replay, thank you so much. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you are new here. And yeah, catch me again on live sometime tomorrow and continue to heal daily. I will check you guys out tomorrow. Bye.